or hobby in your field of study. If you're studying about, if you're studying and you're going to be in nursing, it's good for you to get different readings that will support your interests, that will begin to help you to be cognizant of your field of study even the more. Seize opportunities to learn, grow, and to evolve. And dedicate yourself to exposing you to materials that assist you in your pursuits. The other two things that I want to share with you, maybe writing those down, I don't want to go too fast. Was anybody getting those? No? Okay. Now, be willing to go the extra mile and expect the best of every day. One of the things that I want to suggest to you also is listen to the sound of the genuine inside of you, and there can be a moment or a voice that will guide us forward. Listen to the sound of the genuine that is inside of all of us as we go forward in making decisions. That concludes the presentation. I hope that something that was said would inspire you to action. I want to give you an opportunity now to ask any questions that you'd like to ask of me.
It's the opportunity for you all not to be shy.
How did you decide, or when did you know, was it high school or as you entered college, what it is that you wanted to be when you grew up? How do you make that kind of decision? I know about vision and mission, but we have a lot of students who can't even decide what they're going to major in. How do you, did you know?
Yes, I knew it was something that I didn't fully embrace because of the nature of being a pastor, being in the ministry. It's not always the job that people think that it is. And so from being in the church, I knew and had an opportunity to see many of the things that went on in the church. And because of that, it was not a glamorous job, if you will. And so even in knowing those things, but then I began to, as I stated to us, to listen to the sound of genuine that was inside of me in terms of letting me know, prompting me in terms of knowing what it was that I needed to do. And I began to take those times to really, really meditate and to reflect and really, really begin to see the course and the direction that my life was taking. And because of knowing what was in store for me, I began to make choices that resonated with the direction that I felt I was being led to go. And in those particular instances, every layer of the decisions that I made have served to be very, very helpful to my role as a pastor. When I was in high school, I was offered a job in a funeral home, but no pastor can be an effective pastor if you can't deal with death and dying. I really didn't understand why I would be working in that particular field at that particular time, because everybody usually, you know, my brother went to the same school with me, South Carolina State. When I needed lunch, he would tell me, look, I'm going to bring you some lunch, but you're going to have to come out to the curb to get it. I'm not coming in. So there were times in which I just saw a movement where the choices that I made were so very helpful, and they spoke volumes to my formation and where I am now. So it's very, very important when I talk about listening to the sound of the genuine inside and really looking at what you've been created to do, making those kinds of choices. In high school, taking on responsibilities on principals council, taking various leadership roles that I could just begin to just see the shape, the formation of what was happening, and really beginning to be serious about that. I do know that there are some distractions, but if you can focus and really understand in life that this is where I'm trying to be, and the only way that I'm going to get there is that I've got to make decisions that are going to support and serve as a pillar to support where I'm going to go. And when you can come to that particular place and recognize that my decisions will determine the future that I create. Every decision that I make is linked and will vibrate into my future. And when we can understand that it's very, very important to recognize that the decisions that we make, we need to be selective of them and really, really spend time reflecting, making wise choices so that we can have positive outcomes.
I
hear people and